Hey students, it's Mr. Oliver. I'm coming out doing a short video for you today because I want to update us on three different things, one of which is just for our seniors and the other two are for everybody. Need to talk a little bit about phones. Now that we're coming out of things into a more normal feeling world, it's nice to be without masks and having school feel more normal. Along the way, over the last couple of years, the cell phone rule has been sort of allowed to ebb in enforcement a little bit. Teachers haven't been on it as much. And now that things are getting back to normal, we're going to come back after this rule a little bit. We need to make sure that students are leaving their cell phones in their lockers. We don't want to be able to see them or hear them during the day. If you have them out, you will be addressed by them. You may have a staff member ask you to turn it over, and if you do, they'll turn it in the student affairs office and they'll take care of it. If you refuse to turn your phone over, they're very likely going to let you walk away, but then they're going to refer you to the student affairs office and you're going to end up down there anyway. The phone really isn't a big deal, guys. There's phones in every classroom. You can keep them in your lockers, and we would like you to do so. We find that it makes school a much better place, and it cuts down on some problems that we're having, for example, in some of the bathrooms and things like that. Phones Monday in your lockers, and expect to be called out on it if you are using them in the hallway during the regular school day. So 740, 216 has to be in your locker. I know it's not a popular rule, but it's one that we need, and we're asking for your support on, so thanks a lot. Senior privileges. Called a bunch of seniors down today that were on the restricted list. I revoked your privileges for a while. This message is just going out to those seniors, and I'm also sharing this with staff so they hear the same message. Seniors, if you're failing a class, you need to go see those teachers, and those teachers will email me when you're passing. And once you are, I can reinstate your privileges. If I told you your privileges were gone today, they're gone until I tell you that they're back. If you don't hear from me and you think that they should be back, then just come down and see me and we'll figure it out. So that's senior privileges. Teachers, you may see some seniors showing up in study halls and things that weren't typically there. So just kind of roll with it and let me know if you have any questions. Last one is passes in the hallway. This is another one that during COVID over the last couple of years, we really haven't been fighting as much, although we've been starting to lately. So the hallways, there's a lot of traffic in. And it's very hard on us as staff to figure out who's supposed to be where, when, and why, because we haven't really been using passes consistently. And just in general, things have been pretty loose. So we're going to tighten it up a little bit. And how we're going to do that is we're basically going to reintroduce sort of a pass book back into the situation. Those of you that have been in district for a while, like remember even when we were at junior high school, we had the planners that had the passes in the back. Well, what we created was a pass book, and if you look at it, it's very much like that. It's got pages inside, and it just says where you're going, what time it is, and then you have the teacher sign off on it. Every student's going to get one of these Monday morning, first period next week. And if you need to go out of a classroom during a class period, you'll have to have it with you. You'll have to have it filled in, and the teacher will have to sign off on it. This will be a way for all of us in the building to say, hey, where's your pass? Because we'll be able to see this easily. And if you don't have it on you, then you'll have to go get it. And it's much easier on the teacher because all they have to do is initial it. Plus, they can see that, for example, if a student asks to go to the bathroom 3,000 times in one day, when they ask the 3,001st time, we'll say no. So that'll be pass books. You'll get one. I am printing more than enough for the school. So if you need another one, you'll be able to get it from the student affairs office. But you're only going to get one replacement for no cost. After that, it'll cost you probably a night of detention or something like that. So that's passes and hallways. We appreciate, again, kids. I know it's silly to have to bring this, but it's very hard on us as a staff to enforce this without something like this. So as silly as it is, we ask that you carry it. If you guys have any questions on you or about it, I would greatly appreciate it. And other than that, I think I'm good to go for today. So thanks a lot for everything, students. You're doing a great job. It's great to see all your faces. I know some of these rules aren't popular, but they're not that bad either. So just kind of roll along with them. And if you have a question, stop and ask me in the hallway. Have a great day. See you around.